ladies and good sirs. I'm A.W. Storm Anderson, and I welcome you back to another edition on my YouTube channel. Each year, for several years now, I get questions that come in to me, whether it was back in MySpace days or more recently on Facebook. Most recently, I had a question that came up on my Instagram, and I've had some messages come into my Storm Artworks page on Facebook. And of course, I get it in person also, as well as my wife. She'll also get the same questions, and I'm sure I'm not alone with other members of our kind. That question is, do Satanists celebrate Christmas? For that matter, if we expand a bit further, could that include goths and other people that, tend to follow a little bit of a darker natured path? Do we celebrate Christmas? First of all, I want to say yes, I'm a member of the Church of Satan, and so is my wife. I'm a warlock and she is a witch, but we don't speak for the Church of Satan. For that matter, we don't even speak for all Satanists. I'm merely speaking from our perspective, and I think that I can kind of put in there that yes, others do something similar to what we do. Now, a little bit of background first of all. I was raised Catholic. Yes, from CYO, CCD, all of that good stuff. Great background from my parents, and I have no regrets, and I want to put it out there that my parents loved me. They gave me this awesome background with Catholicism, which now helps me out an awful lot when it comes to so many horror films that have that Catholic element into it that, such as The Omen. You have that in there. But I just want to put that out there that I have that, so I certainly have an understanding of what Christmas means to certain individuals out there and how they celebrate it. And even how they might put in this juxtaposing idea of Santa and a manger. At any rate, let's, without getting too far off track, and I'm going to really try to stay focused on this, Christmas. I had the whole bringing up of Santa Claus came at night and left us toys, and yes, we used to do midnight mass, which, by the way, if you've never been to a midnight mass, you don't have to be a Catholic to go experience midnight mass. It is something rather fascinating, it really is. And it's this whole ritual, this whole ceremony, and you have the Knights of Columbus and their wondrous garb, and they have the swords, and it's really something to behold, and it's worthwhile to go check it out, no matter what you believe. But anyway, we did that. We used to go to midnight mass, and then come home and sleep and get up, and there were presents in the stockings on the tree, yada yada. We did all of that. And on my wife's side, it's something very similar. She didn't have any path of faith that she was raised on, but she still had Santa Claus. Santa came, yada yada. We come together, and things have changed in our respective lives. There are certain memories, because they were attached directly to her ex, that weren't as positive. The memories with the girls were, of course, very positive. But there were other aspects with the holiday that were a little sour. And on my side of it, the holiday had changed. There seemed to be, for better or definitely for worse, some of that magic was sort of lost, because Santa wasn't what I thought he was when I was 6 years old. And I am no longer following a faith, so the holiday certainly is now changing over the years when I was later in high school and through college and get to Renee, and of course faith was not something I followed. So what does Christmas really mean besides a time for, tree, gift giving, and eating some food and kind of moving on into the new year? We needed to do something to bring it back, because it shouldn't be that way. This is a beautiful holiday, it really is. And it doesn't have to mean something specific to everyone. And now I want to point out that the offensiveness of what I'm about to get into, I'm not offended. The Baroness, my wife, she is not offended. We're not offended by the idea of Christmas. We're not offended if some people want to believe in a baby Jesus. We're not offended if some people want to follow what is relatively new in the world, the holiday of Kwanzaa. We're not offended if people that are Jewish, because we have Jewish friends that celebrate Hanukkah this time of year. And we're not offended by any of it and how you celebrate. We're not offended by the music Because baby, it is cold outside, and we do believe in that music, and we do believe that there's lots of it that's fun to play this time of year, and I'm not offended by a really good version of Oh Holy Night. Just putting that out there. Now, back to what I was talking about. Christmas. We had to make it our own. We sort of took back the pagan portions of it, and yes, I know that someone recently put out there that there was an expert that found evidence, wherever they got this evidence, that no, Christmas was not from pagan holidays that came yada yada. Look up the history, folks. That one expert, I'm sure there's an expert out there in the dental field that can show evidence that brushing your teeth will actually cause cavities rather than prevent cavities. Come on, it's pagan, all right? It has pagan roots, no matter how you look at it. Again, celebrate however you want, but we wanted to take back some of that pagan aspect of it, and it's Yule. And now it's something that is a little bit darker. It's revolving around the solstice, which we do celebrate. It's a wonder of nature. The winter solstice, the darkest day of the year. And when everyone talks about the reason for the season, I know this has been put out there before, but I put it out there again. The actual reason for the season is because we're on a slight tilted axis on our Earth, and as it revolves around the star or our sun, here in the northern hemisphere, we have the darkest day of the year when it's cold and often snowy, depending where you are in the northern hemisphere. And we have the least amount of light that we're going to have, and now it gradually begins to get lighter starting with the 22nd this year. The solstice falls on Friday, December 21st. And then everything begins to get lighter. We start moving towards spring in the summer months. And those pagan holidays, whether you look at it as Saturnalia, or if you had it as Yule, or whatever was, you were looking at for this time of year, it all revolves around the solstice. Winter solstice, a wondrous movement of nature. We wanted to take that back and implement it into our celebrations. Our trees, you can see right beside me, is a black tree. If you're wondering where you can get something like that, you can go to Walmart.com. Of course Walmart has it. Walmart has what, like one of everything now? Them and Amazon? Yeah, you can get a black Christmas tree. Then the ornaments. We're frequently known as extreme Halloween enthusiasts, and well, we put it out there, we are. And we embrace that. So a lot of our ornaments are Halloween inspired. We also embraced the Krampus. And yes, Krampusnacht's already passed. It was December 5th. But the Krampus is such a fun figure that has been, depending on the mythology, was a sidekick to Santa Claus and Saint Nick, or Kris Kringle, whatever you want to call him. Deliver the toys to the good children, and the bad children, well, that's what the Krampus was along for. But it's also fun to take the Krampus figure because it is on some of the old postcards, and I believe in some new depictions, where the Krampus is, something that's a little bit more fun, sometimes risque, and doing the fun stuff. I like that idea too. Maybe the Krampus is bringing us some gifts. If we're going to have mythological figures bringing us gifts anyway, why not have a Krampus figure in there? We put a witch hat on the top of our tree. Our stockings, because we're fortunate in our situation that my wife is a seamstress, made stockings with Halloween fabrics that definitely resonate with each of us in the family. They're our girls, granddaughters, and they respectively reflect our personalities. And that continues on. All the aspects, the celebrations that we do, tend to have sort of maybe a Halloween overtone to it. But there's of course no faith element to it. It's how we want to celebrate it, and it's indulgent, which goes well with us. And sins. Let's talk about that just for a brief moment. Those so-called sins that are out there that some will claim exist. Well, around Yule? That's fun. Let's go with the most obvious. Gluttony. Come on. It started at Thanksgiving, which really, that's just a precursor for what's coming during almost the entire month of December. Work parties, or just general days. Someone comes in, hey, I've got cookies. Made these. I want everyone to have one. Eggnog. Eggnog itself is gluttonous. Have you ever read the label on eggnog? Seriously. And it's constant food, constant eating, constant parties all over the place. And right now, as we get to this, like I said, today's Wednesday, so we're getting to the 21st coming up here this Friday for the solstice. There are parties everywhere. Everyone's got cookies and confections and breads and little meat things that you can eat. And the Christmas meal, let's face it, everybody talks about eat, eat, eat. Even more, I swear, even more so than on Thanksgiving. It's all about eating. My mom, this is no joke, my mom used to talk about taking cookies that she'd make in doses of 2. No, you don't grab a cookie and take 1, 2, or 3. It's 2, 4, 6. My wife will attest to this because when she had gone to my parents' house during the holiday season several years ago, my mom actually said, no, you have to take that in doses of 2. It's required here. Gluttonous. People like to be gluttonous. Why not? Why not? You can diet afterwards and, have a little fun. And if you're that strict on your diet, please tell me that you have a competition coming up of some sort after Christmas Day, maybe a little bit of Christmas Eve. Otherwise, loosen up, folks. Have a little fun. Eat some fun stuff for the holiday. Come on. Let's go with another one. How about greed and envy? Greed. Come on. Everyone wants to be greedy during this time of year. They want to take on the extra hours. Lots of people get paid extra, like time and a half or double time. And they can get extra hours because they're available. And right now, things aren't so bad around here. Lots of people have lots of hours available to them and they want to take it all in. Why? Because then they can turn around and spend more money on their family, their friends, maybe themselves. How many people are now saying, you know what, I'm going to give myself a little something. I work in a business where people come in and say, I got this year for myself. Seriously, be a little greedy, it's fun. And then it allows you to be a little bit more generous, maybe even to yourself. Envy. Come on, you're envious of the person that has the iPad next to you. Maybe you're envious of the other person's shoes that is across the room. Maybe you're envious of another outfit. You're envious of the watch. You're envious of the new device. You're envious of someone who just bought a new album. You think, I need that album. I'm going to put it on my holiday list. You're envious because you want to have a little bit of gift, coming back to you. So you're sure to sort of hint about it. Or if someone asks you for a list, you know what to put on there because maybe envy could have contributed to that. We'll bring up another one that's kind of fun, and you should consider this. Lust. Seriously. Come on, it's all about pretty things, and you have warm clothes and fireplaces, and you've had a drink, and was there something in my drink? Yeah, it's called alcohol in your eggnog. Don't go somewhere where it shouldn't be in this age when it was alcohol. And after a few little drinks, and next thing you know, those stockings, I'm not talking about the ones that were hung by the chimney with care, or maybe they suddenly were. At any rate, I think you get the idea. Have some lusty fun during the holidays because it is fun. And seriously, for those of you who want to say, yeah, but it's about baby Jesus. I mean, how can I be lusting? Or want to say, yeah, give me a break. Maybe you would be less of a Grinch during the holiday season if you were a little lusty. Think about that. But that's the fun elements that we will implement into our holiday to make it our own. And I believe that other Satanists are doing the same thing. Not all. I actually know of Satanists, present and past, that have done things like work on Christmas Day because they don't have family or friends near them, or because they want the extra money because they want to be a little greedy. But it just doesn't resonate with them. They don't relate to the holiday. And that's fine. Not everybody does celebrate it. But a lot of us do. A lot of us have our own way of celebrating it. A lot of us celebrate it fairly traditionally, really. It's just that you don't have any sort of faith element that's implemented into it or entwined into it. One other thing I'd like to bring in, Santa Claus. How do we deal with Santa Claus? Well, in my book, Santa Claus, he's like the ultimate wizard, or one of the ultimate wizards at the very least. He's magical, he has quite the garb. Boy, does he have a way to just sort of speak to everybody, be it adult or children. He's got these magical eyes and this presence about him, and he lives at the North Pole in a giant, magical, wondrous castle with a beautiful wife and a whole bunch of elves, and they make toys, and they deliver them all around the world and bring people happy. Come on, that's a wizard. Seriously. And isn't that fun? At least I think it's fun as a warlock. I like to think it's all mythology, yes, but it's a fun mythological idea. Seriously. So I'm going to kind of wrap this up and put it out there that yes, there are Satanists, including myself and my wife, who celebrate this time of year. We celebrate as Yule, so I will say Yuletide greetings to all of you. And yes, we observe the solstice. So I say happy solstice, happy darkest day of the year. And I will say to all of you, go out there and be indulgent. Go out there and have fun, because no matter how you celebrate it, life is short. Make it fun, seriously. And that's what I've got for this time, and I hope that answers some of your questions. I hope you enjoyed this video, so please do subscribe to my YouTube page. Because I will be doing other videos in the future, and most of them revolve around artwork and what I do as an artist. And yes, I should probably note, this time of year, especially with the Krampus, especially with the magic, especially with the family elements and the things I celebrate with the Baroness, they're very inspirational to artwork that I create and will create in the future. And I'm sure that some of you might be interested in Krampus artwork that I create in the future. So keep watching the videos, keep watching my page. Please tell others, please share this. Thank you so much. Happy solstice, Yuletide greetings, go be indulgence, and remember, hail thyself!